Yo, did y'all see this? Lately, more and more very realistic videos as well as photos of these alpha draconians have been surfacing, alright? And I know a lot argue that this is potentially CGI or computer-generated imagery. But the fact of the matter is that these beings actually do exist. In fact, when Donald Trump made mention of draining the swamp, it was basically code for exposing the reptilians. Because when you drain the swamp, the only thing that's left to see is your alligators and snakes, alright? And most of our entertainers and celebrities and world leaders are actually these reptilians, alright? They're held from a constellation known as Thuban or Alpha Draconis, alright? It's time to open the pineal and clearly it's important to know that we have now entered the next phase into New Earth. We're at the phase now where everything that we thought could have been fiction is now going to be revealed. I'm talking new animals. I'm talking the fact that extraterrestrial biological entities actually do exist. A lot of the cloaking devices and things that they have been utilizing to bend light photons is no longer going to work. And this is attributed to the huge increase in solar flare ionization that's actually giving us all more access to the electromagnetic spectrum. Everything's now being revealed. The reptilians are extraterrestrial biological entities that derive from the Alpha Draconis star constellation, also known as Thuban or the dragon. This is why in the Bible, when they mention of the great dragon being hurled down, it was actually these beings actually descending onto this realm after a war with the sons of Anu. This was another photo of an Alpha Draconian that sparked a lot of controversy in the spiritual community, all right? And this is one of the reasons why they amplified computer-generated imagery to look so realistic, because we're in an age of awakening, and now we're in the next phase of New Earth. They don't want us knowing what's real or what's fiction, all right? And again, this was an alleged photo of a royal reptilian that was actually said to have descended from Buckingham. What if I told you that these beings are actually in full control of the world, the politicians, the celebrities, and everything that actually has been subjugating us due to the fact that they want to keep this planet a mining facility for loosh. They purposely ensure that we can't see them and they can hide in plain sight. They utilize chemtrails, genetically modified organisms, as well as endocrine disruptors such as atrazine, glyphosate, and paraquat. Their objective is to purposely target the pineal gland due to the fact that it secretes melanin and it's our cosmic gateway and brain's antenna to higher dimensional realms, which actually allows us to see through the matrix illusion. This is also why they removed all the cathedral bells and replaced them with 5G, 6G, and 7G cell phone towers. This is primarily because melanin has a synergistic connection with sound and light, meaning that sound is healing to melanin. All right, but high frequencies distort the reptilians' biorhythmic field. They can't handle low frequencies or any high vibratory resonances. It's pretty much something that really distorts them and makes them sick. This is why when we raise in frequency and they begin to operate out of the heart chakra resonance, it begins to destabilize their bioholographic projection technology. They no longer can actually hide their true form and they begin to be exposed. Another thing they hate is us expanding in consciousness and intelligence, all right? This is why I push decalcifying and activating the pineal gland. These beings purposely calcified our pineal gland. Remember, the pineal gland is composed of magnetites, dendrites, and calcites, which are piezoelectric microcrystals. They purposely utilize things like chemtrails as well as fluoride in our irrigation systems to ensure that the pineal is not functioning at optimal level because they truly fear it. I highly recommend Ayurvedic herbs like Bacopa minori for pineal gland activation. Bacopa is also called Brahmi, which is named after the Hindu deity Brahma, which is the personification of universal consciousness and creation. This is a herb that the ancient Vedics used in order to ascertain deeper states of meditation. I do have the Bacopa traditional herb capsules available on Holistic Remedies link in bio. Detox 19 is another phenomenal product for pineal gland activation due to the fact that it's a very effective zeolite that removes the toxic metals from your neurophysiology, as well as any deceptive micronutrients and microplastics. It also contains NAC, which amplifies glutathione, which means it naturally eliminates free radicals due to its antioxidant quality. Utilization of a heavy metal cleanse is a great way to combat all of the consistent chemtrails that are sprayed over us on a daily basis. All right, and again, these chemtrails contain things like aluminum, lead, cadmium, mercury, barium, as well as thallium, nitrogen trifluoride, and the list goes on and on. I do have the Detox 19 Heavy Metal Cleanse available on Holistic Remedies, link in bio. Remember, these beings need you in the lowest state of consciousness possible in order to subjugate and control you and hijack the R complex, which is the reptilian brain. This is typically where parasites enter. All right, they need your pineal gland fully calcified. When you begin to utilize herbs like lion's mane mushroom, aka Hericium erinaceus, which regenerates damaged neurons and decalcifies and activates the pineal gland, they don't like it. All right, they want parasites keeping you stuck in a root chakra so Kundalini energy doesn't rise up the base of the spine. But when you begin to utilize herbs like sweet wormwood, black walnut, and whole cloves, which are the 3 primary components that not only kill parasites but also eradicate their eggs. All right, any type of parasite from protozoa, helminths, hookworms, pinworms, tapeworms, etc. Their objective, again, is to feed you bioengineered, genetically modified organisms and to affect you through things like horizontal gene transfer. When you begin to utilize things like ormus, which is an orbitally rearranging monatomic element that has the ability of literally communicating with your deoxynucleic acid or DNA to upgrade your genetic template, they don't like it. Again, their objective is to subjugate and desecrate your melanin. Our objective as of now in this ascension process is to ensure that we fully combat all their deceptive machinations to ensure that we're in homeostasis. For all high quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual elevation, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to ascension.